Huskies back again with more Columbus Blue Jackets GM mode, franchise mode commentary. Last video we're not doing bad, but I don't think we're doing as good as we should be doing. I got some suggestions for lines. I was leaning towards going back to last season's, doing Jost on the third line, and just kind of going with what worked. Besser on the second, Vikes out on the second. But what I'm gonna do was the most recent comment by Wrath is Line Winberg, Jost, Ovechkin, White, Vikingstad. Third line, Teravainen, Velarde, Besser. Fourth line, I'm going to take out Molson and I'm going to put in Hyman. As he said, Hyman he offers. Oops, that's Molson, not Hyman. He just offers. He's good when he's in the lineup. So, and that line has scoring. Like, it shouldn't have an issue staying offensive. But I'm going to give these lines a shot. Now, I know Teravainen is not going to be thrilled about being on the second line. He's already not greatly happy because of his individual performance. But I feel like we've got I'm with the lines that we have now, we're stacking the top six, and we're gonna hope for some depth scoring. We're trying to unlock Ovechkin and Jost. He's kind of coming around, but he's still, if we look at his previous seasons, he's a perennial 30-goal scorer. Yeah, just about. Since he's been here, he's been a 30-goal scorer. So he needs to figure his shit out. Defensively, I'm not sure what to do defensively. Like, Werenski's not doing the best. I haven't made any defensive changes out of my top four, aside from Savard for Callan Foot. I don't think I'm gonna make any changes. I think we're gonna head in with these lines and we're gonna see how they work. We've seen this first line work. I feel like Winberg, Jost, and Laine should all play together really well. I mean, Winberg should just facilitate everything. Special teams, I kind of want to put Teravainen. No, I want to put Teravainen in a penalty kill instead of Jost, because I don't want to permanently kill Teravainen's morale. Velarde, Vikingstad, yeah, that's fine. 3-man PK, White and Velarde, that's okay. Extras 3-on-3. Teravainen, okay, so Teravainen's in there. Put him with Jost. Alright, so this way, hopefully he stays happy-ish. But yeah, this is what we're gonna run with. I like the idea of having a 1-2-3 punch of Laine, White, and Jost, but I kind of want to see if this I can live with having a top six that produces like a top six. Right now we're struggling to see that, and I kind of want to see if Ovechkin playing with Vikingstad and White will allow him to kind of open up a bit offensively. Watch us lose like 12-0 in game one. All right, hey, victory. All right, back to back. All right. Now, granted, when I changed the lines last episode, we had the same result where we came out firing out of the gates. We won 5 straight. This time we won 4 straight. It's still very, very encouraging. Go to Russia, hit up the Demon. Now it's just a matter of can we. All right, so we won 4, lost 2, so we're 4-2 with this new team, with these new lines. All right, 4-3. So that the honeymoon phase is over. We're back to normal. All right. All right, a couple of good wins against Detroit and Washington. Carolina's a good team, 33-21-6. Would be a nice win to get it. Anytime today at once. There must be a bunch of trades going on. We're getting close to Gustav Forsling. No, thank you. Ooh, 5-1 win over Carolina. They're a good team. So is Tampa. 2-0 win. So we win 4, lose 3, win 4 so far, and we're winning against good team. Vancouver's another good team. This is this little 3-game stretch we're on here are probably 3 division leaders. Joel Armia a 4th for a 2nd. Joel Armia is not a bad player if you get him early. He's an 80 overall, two-way forward. Minus 26. Oh. He's a minus 26 on a team that's 30, 28, and 4. Like, that's not a bad... No, thank you. It's a horrible plus-minus. Oh, we lose to Vancouver. Nick Patan. What, did Montreal just pick up all the Winnipeg guys? Are they going to offer me a Nisimov next? I bet they are. Nick Patan, 80 overall. He's a minus 4. So, see, there's your contrast. Army has a minus 26. Patan's a minus 4. I bet we get a Nisimov in the next offer. I bet we do. Ooh. 2 Columbus. Janik? Who's this Janik kid? Unsigned rookie. For a 4? Yeah, sure. I'll make a trade. The Devils, another good team. Yeah, I mean, Washington, Carolina. Well, Washington actually was a lottery pick last season, so they might not be as good, but Buffalo Sabres. Yeah, that's another guy that I'm probably never going to use. Alright, so there's a couple losses. So we played a month. Go ahead and stop the sim after the Leafs game. Alright, so we're at 40, 24, and 2. So we had a pretty good month there, if I'm honest. Although the points for line 8 don't really show it. But if we look back, we started with Edmonton? No, we won 4 in a row. So we started with Montreal. So 4 and 3, 8 and 3, 8, 3 and 1, 8, 5 and 1, 10, 5 and 1 with this new lineup. We played 16 games. It's encouraging to say the least. But again, like I'm looking at line A stats here, and they're not really jumping off the score sheet at me. But Colin White's got 23. Jost is up to 17. Ovechkin's up to 20. Velarde's got 12. Besser's got 13. Like, something clicked with that second line. Even the third line. Like, Teravainen's a plus 13. What's his morale? Is he happy about his... No, his individual performance still isn't great. But he's a plus 13. Ovechkin's a minus 1. Yeah, I mean, Ovechkin, but in the 16 games we've played, he's scored 8 goals. So moving him up clearly has kind of helped that second line go. Jost he's got 6 goals in the same time frame. We're just kind of spreading out the goals. We're not relying on one single person on each line to score goals now. Because on the first line we have Line A and Jost. On the second line we have pretty much White and Ovechkin, and they both have 20 goals. If we can get 2 20-goal scorers on each line, that would be awesome. Velarde and Besser are both kind of on the way. It'll be close. Zach Hyman plus 6, 8 points. I mean, our fourth line's looking good. Yeah, so these lines are working for us so far. We'll see if that continues into the postseason. Be interested to see. Gibson 919, 239. Good season, good season. Got an assist. Always good. So like I said, we don't have that, which is kind of the theme with my GM modes, is I don't have that one guy running away with the point totals. But we have a good depth of scoring, which I will admit I tend to be too hard on not having that big name guy taking over the team. But if we can have, like I said, if we can have 2 20-goal scorers on each line, that would be perfect. I wanted to go to standings, not player stats. You dimwit. There we go. All right, so we're first in the division with 82 points. Goals for still not the highest at a 2.7, but our goals against 2.4 hit. Our defense has actually gotten better since making these changes. Penalty kill about where it's still going up, or power play still going up, better than a 10%, that's for sure. Penalty kill again still going up, 83%. So we're looking good. I like the way we're looking. I think we're gonna roll out the rest of this season with these lines, and we'll see where we finish. I mean, we're looking. I like how the team's playing. We've got the scoring is getting spread out a bit. Like I said, we don't have the one guy putting up 50 or 60 goals, but we've got a good solid mix of scoring, which come playoff time is what I want to see. I don't want to have to rely on 2 guys here and there to score all of our goals for the entire series like I did last season with Jost and Vikingstad. I should just call him the Viking. But I mean, look at this. We won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of 8. 8-0 win over 8-9 or 8 out of 10 right there, including an 8-0 win over the Rangers. Like, credit to Wrath. These lines are working out really well for us. And I love the in-depth comment that he posted, really explaining why each line is matched up well together. This is going to be a bit of a shorter video because I have to go to class soonish. I just wanted to get this season simmed. We are a 50-win team, I think, for the first time in the GM mode. And we really took off after those line changes. We finish off a win against the Habs. We can. Oh, we get the Devils. So Vladimir Tarasenko coming to town. How many wins did we end with? We ended with what, 51, I think. Go take a look and see where locker room chemistry stood at 66. Oh, I didn't ever look at any player morale. Oops. All right, so again, we had 51 wins. So Patrick Laine, only 65 points, so not the highest point total, but again, Laine had 28 goals. Wenberg even hit 10. I think that's the first time he's had double-digit goals. No, he's usually so his goal scoring has been down a couple these last 2 seasons. But Colin White, 28 goals on the second line. He kind of picked up where Jost fell off a little bit. Jost had 24. Teravainen on that third line, his point production went up. His morale's gone up. His plus-minus is a plus 21. Like, that Teravainen, Velarde, Besser line came to life. Ovechkin kind of cooled off on the back half of that. He only scored 1 goal in the last month. So we'll need to see if we keep that up. But White picked up. We didn't have a single 30-goal scorer, which is a little disappointing. But Zach Hyman comes in. He's a plus 10. Like the comment said, the team plays better when he's in the lineup. We only had, 2 minuses, and they were Wenberg, who was a -1, and Schumacher, who was a -1. Werenski got his shit together. Timothy got going. So it's just, we're looking good. We've got a lot of goal scoring all throughout the lineup. We've got high-end goal scorers are going to be Laine, White, Jost, and Ovechkin. But we got 16 out of Velarde. We got 17 out of Besser. I mean, that's about as much as I can ask for. I mean, and Teravainen's on that line. He had 13, so I like the way our lines are playing. Now, we'll see if that continues into the postseason. I'm not entirely sure it will, but we can hope. But as always, thank you all for the suggestions on the comments. I know that I picked one and went with it, which usually I try to mix and match them all, but I feel like it was the most in-depth comment, and I wanted to give it a shot. And I'm glad I did. It worked. Our team took off, and we're getting ready for a postseason run that should, I feel, be pretty good. Gibson had a 922 with 224 goals against average. He had a really good season. He's a 90 overall going into the postseason. Yeah, so I'm digging this. Go see how our team stats stack up. So we ended with the first point. We clinched the division. Where were we at in the conference? We were second in the conference behind the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oops. Metro. The Devils are actually a wild card team. Wow. So we ended with a 2.78 goals for. Not the best, but our goals against 2.29. That's really good. So our defense really picked it up. So we may not be scoring a whole bunch in some of these games, but we're not giving up a hell of a lot. Power play, again, just has gone up ever since making the change early in the season to 20%. Penalty kill steep's going up, 84.5. We're looking good. This is probably the most confident I've been going into a postseason after making these line changes. I think this is the best chance that we have. We get the Devils, and then we have either the Islanders or the Hurricanes. So this is gonna be a tough postseason. I'm not gonna lie. But that's where I'm gonna end this one. Like I said, this one's gonna be a bit of a shorter video because I want to save the first round of the playoffs for its own video. But yeah, like always, comment section for your predictions and reactions to the video, and I will see you tomorrow for what is hopefully another first round victory.